Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Engineer Masood Akhtar Kiani, and today we have the technical session number 67. Our subject is Clinker Tile, Multified Clinker Tiles. So before going ahead, I would like to request you to press the bell icon, like it, share it, in order to reach the next video with the easy access. So let us go to the subject. What is the clinker tiles? This is a red clinker tiles. These bricks look like a ceramic tiles, are known as some circle on the classic is the German clinker tile. Uh, while some possible a common name is called the vitrified industrial titled clinker tile. These are the tiles for the real deal. So they can also be designated for their stronger vitrified questions for their old world red colors. What are the clinker tiles? The clinker tile is the most common building material obtained by presence and the firing of clay form in a very high temperature reaching 1200 degrees Celsius. This is really baked on the very high temperature, and the dimension of these products or the clinker were still the middle of the 19th century, and since the clinker has two competitors for the other tiles, except the invention of the porcelain tile and the ceramic tile, but it did not make useful quantities as a clinker tile. So therefore replaced many important areas simply did in this state. Uh, it means that according to the quantity of the porcelain tile or the ceramic tile clinker are produced in a less quantity because the workmanship and the temperature and the process is a little bit uh, typical and time consumable, so it needs a less quantity. With more efforts, is give less quantity and the price is high. The main component of this product is the word widespread throughout the world scene. So clinker tiles has many benefits qualities that often missing in the more modern buildings material of this tile. Paving tile, clinker also a product of the paving tiles in the parking and the roads, signals, roundabouts near where the brakes are applied. So uh, once the brake is applied, the revealing is takes place. Like the third law of motion, action and reaction are equal, but the sides are opposite. Once the trucks and the cars are coming, and in front of them there is a roundabout or the traffic signals. So car or trucks catch the brakes. So it's compressed down, and also there is soil contamination and these things mostly in the revealing and the collocation is traffic signal areas. So avoid to this all if I give the example of this in UAE Al City. In Al City, all the roundabouts and the traffic signal are the small tiles, which are the clinker tiles, and these tiles are very hard, and the road cannot be settled since many years. So this is a very successful way of to using this material as a hard and the strong materials, and it can be used on the roof also and the paving also. it very few decorative for the ancient houses or the mm, archaeological events, uh, repairs, and whatsoever it is. The paving of these tiles have a property accumulate static electrically, which is very important, and the roofing material also it does unique, such as a device which is essential when using one type of the metal roof. In the metal roof, also these tiles are in the corrugated shape, which is fixing, and according to that, it's become a full shape of the roof, and it will stand years and years without any deterioration or any cracks or any damage. So sound absorption was capacity of this material higher, and this because unlike standard sheets roofing, the weight of the clinker absorbs noise and eliminates the effects of the drum. That is the quality of the members, and it's had not complained. Um, among other things of the clinker has a very low thermal conductivity which prevents overheating of the house, and some of the summers invention prevention of the heat and loss, and this is also a very good insulating materials for the thermal conductivity. Such as the different dense compaction of this high temperature firing excellent regulates water absorption, which does not exceed 0.5%, allow the clinker to most natural Russian forests. Because this is a very hard material, and it's as it is baked on 1200 degrees Celsius, and it's all of these pores are already uh, manufactured during the manufacturing process. So it's a good insulator material for the durability basis and the thermal conductivity basis. Sides by sides, the quantity, the durability of this tile coating is due to their properties is subject to corrosion. Because this is the vertified clay tiles, clinker doesn't have any corrosion uh, properties or any corrosion reasons. Modern clinker tiles regards climatic condition can be 100 years or more. This is the normal life of the clinker material in the after the installation. Also, clinker tile is very strong, bending, elastic, withstand and the load more than 200 kg and the heart of the natural granite. So once again, we can say that the clinker tile is very strong material according to the manufacturing process and the uh, way of baking and uh, the hardness and the porosity of the material. The testimonial results of the ongoing trials for by the third parties hardness factor more than this clay tile is 7, which is very closer to the coefficient of the hardest of the rocks. And so it is near to the mm, second step of the rocks, as it is the hardness is very strong, which is very best quality also certified is the uh, there are some names, traditional names, 5 certified clay tiles companies exist in India. Uh, Kejaria. Number one is Kejaria. Number two is Somani. And number three is Nitco. Number four is Simpolo. And number five is Varmora. So all of these styles which have the different properties, but it is for the common use uh, people are using. Which tiles is the better ceramic or the vertified? If we compare with the ceramic tiles, uh, this is the possibility of vitrified tiles absorb very little water and compared to the ceramic tile. Ceramic tile water absorption is more, and the vitrified clay tile is water absorption is less. This make vitrified tile good choice of the flooring. Vitrified tiles are also more scratches and the strain resistance than the ceramic tiles. Ceramic tiles are easy to install, but these tiles, vitrified clay tiles, are a little bit different. Not the easiest method as the clay ceramic tiles. So German clinker tiles, you if the works reflects the craft rooted, traditional, and the quantity craftsmanship that will be in the generations, and the large quantity of this tiles are begin to making clinker tile in 1870 in Germany. First, this was started from there. Yeah. Today's industrial for floor tiles stronger, harder, and the more resistant strain and the damage before it's compared to the previous production. What the third party test also argillate red clinker tiles exceeded ANSI standard or the breaking strength by 1764. And the third party test argillates red clinker tile exceed ANSI standard for resistance of abrasion 48%, and third party test for argillate clinker is ANSI standard with 43% water resistance. So the floor of the challenges is the heavy tools, high heat, and the Korean chemicals. Argillate tiles are the temperature resistance, chemical resistance, and the durable for decades. Lose the industrial floor and the company to make such crafts is also a classic beauty for the traditional and the historical oriented classics. So traditional looks meets very good. Clinker tiles is looks fashionable, and according to the new construction, it's really match the things. Quality of the test: the clinker tile is the abrasion. Ceramic tile doesn't have the wear load, and there are the sizes, and the surface is according to the standard. Some sizes are very small, some are less. So clinker tile is not easily available. It is expensive as compared to the other tiles, but it's have a traditional shining and the installation architectural performance beauty. This was the briefing about the clinker vertified clay tile, and in next video we will go to another subject with the new proposal of the new material. So thank you very much and have a nice day. We will see each other in next video. Have a nice day.